Hey guys, what's up? It's Nate, and I'm back with another episode of Paranormal Talk. Do you think your house is haunted, but you're unsure? You can't seem to have a team come out and check it out for you? Well, if you're brave enough, you can do it yourself, because in this day and age, guess what? There's an app for that. So in this new segment, what I'm going to be doing is downloading these apps from the App Store. I'm going to be testing them out with Charlie back here, and we're going to see exactly how they work. And I'm going to give you my opinion as to whether or not I think they can be used as valid tools for investigating the paranormal. This new segment is the Paranormal App Test. Let's get into it. Hey guys, what's up? So yesterday it was Halloween. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to do the video that I wanted to do last night. I laid down to get my son to bed and fell asleep myself. So I put a post on Instagram. It showed a photograph of all the apps that I have downloaded right now. And I asked everyone on Instagram, if you were interested in watching an app being tested, which one would you like to see? Well, the person spoke. By person, I mean person. Doug, thank you very much for giving me your opinion, man. I appreciate it. So we're going to test the app that Doug asked me to test. We're going to go into it, and it's going to be the Wiccan Spirit Board by Neil Davies. Guys, without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright guys, so today we're testing the Wiccan Spirit Board by Neil Davies. So you see it here, it's green, it says Wiccan right across it. So first thing you notice from the screen, I did mess around with this earlier, but I'm redoing the video. I didn't like how it came out, so I do kind of know how this works already. Main concern. There's zero instructions, guys. There's nothing to tell you how to actually work this particular program. So you can click any one you want on the banner. Unless you click on the Facebook, Twitter, internet, or YouTube thing down there, it doesn't do anything. And all the YouTube does is it takes you to the Spotted Ghost YouTube channel. So we're going to start the session.
No matter what it takes, I'll stand up for you.
Unless you want to pay, I think it's like 99 cents to get rid of the ad. I'm not going to. So, pulls this up. As you see here, looks like a standard spirit board, right? You have your yes, you know, your numbers, your letters, and goodbye. So, with that being said, notice how anywhere I click, the planchette moves. I don't like that. Now it doesn't do it. Why I did that in the first place, I don't know. That was kind of weird. It did it to me last time too. But there's nowhere, oh, there it goes again. So there's nowhere you can click on this app that will actually bring up instructions on how to use the app. That's the first thing that I don't like about it. So if I wanted to sit down with zero experience on how to use a spirit board or a Ouija board, I pull up this app, and what happens is I sit down and I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Because there's nothing here telling you exactly what to do. The instructions would be nice. Now, I don't know what happens. Yes, because you can click on these SG things down here, and they don't do anything once again. So, from what I can gather, you have to sit your finger on the planchette and ask a question. Concentrate on your question, ask it, and in theory, it's supposed to move. So I got my finger on the planchette. If there's anyone here with me, I'm only speaking to people who reside in this house. No outside forces are allowed. As you guys know, I like to say that. It just dispels anybody from entering my tone, my speaking. I can't figure out what I'm trying to say here. It prevents any outside entities from coming in. Can you tell me how old you are? Can you tell me your name? Is there anyone here with me? I'm walking around. You a man or a woman? Are you even here? Oh. Okay, so it's moving. It's moving to... Yes. So guys, I'm just kidding. I moved that because my thumb is sitting on the planchette and I wanted it to move. So, what I can gather here is you place your thumb on the planchette, as I said, you concentrate, you ask your questions. What I don't like is your finger actually moves the planchette. This tells me that it could lead any answers to be victim of what's known as the ideomotor effect. At any given time, your body makes micro movements. So any answer you receive from this while your finger is actually sitting on this planchette, I would personally log them up to the ideomotor effect, which is what a lot of people will log up spirit board, actual Ouija boards, whenever they do them and they get answers. A lot of people will tell you that's exactly what it is. I'm not a firm believer in that because if you ask me, how can people have multiple people in a setting with their hands on the planchette and all of them have the same exact answer in mind? I don't think the odds of that are any less than astronomical. So I don't believe that you can blame the ideomotor effect for all of the responses that you get with a spirit board. I will say, however, you can definitely blame it on the answers you receive with this one, because literally, you have to move the planchette with your finger. You can't. I've asked multiple questions, and mind you guys, remember how I told you I'm refilming this video? On the test I did earlier, I had the same problem. I could not get a response from anything. No, that's saying that maybe there's not anything here. No. Is it saying that maybe I'm using it wrong? You know what? That's possible. Because God forbid they give you fucking instructions on how to use it. So, I may be using the app wrong. I don't personally know. But we're going to give it a try. Again. If you could rate your app from 1 to 10, how high would you rate it? Oh, it's moving. Oh, a 0, huh? I can agree with that. Do you think this app works? No. Okay, you know what? Once again, I can kind of concur with that. Can you tell me your name? ASSHOLE. Yes, and you know what? I can concur with that because you're an asshole for making this app and not giving us any instructions on how to use it. So, you're basically telling me that this app is a piece of junk, right? That it would not be something you would recommend I use in a paranormal toolbox? All right. Well, guys, that's the answers that we have. So, just to be safe, as I always would, you always close out the board by saying goodbye. Guys, all right. I'm going to exit this app now, and I'm going to come in with my final conclusion. See y'all then. All right, guys. So I just saw from my test, this is not an app that is meant for a paranormal purpose. This is an app meant strictly for entertainment purposes. I mean, if you want to download it and mess around with it, then by all means. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're wasting your time. This is not an app that you can use on an investigation. I don't like the fact of how I have to move my finger around with the planchette. It leads a lot to the ideomotor effect, where I can ask a question, and as my body's incoherent movements go across the screen, the planchette's going to move. And I don't like that. I want something that is going to give me an accurate response. I want to be able to put my finger on the center of the screen, ask a question, and watch the planchette move on its own. I shouldn't have to move my finger with the planchette. That just leads to nothing more than confusion as to whether or not the answers are credible. And from my experience here, guys, the answers aren't credible. So, take my advice. Leave this app alone. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining in. Happy late Halloween. And Doug, once again, thank you for voting on this, buddy. I'll see y'all next time.